Now, if you understood this, maybe we could free ourselves. We are totally an unobligated people. We don't owe anybody anything anywhere, left or right. Everybody that has come among us have come among us to exploit us, and they have exploited us successfully. Now, let us begin at the beginning, because African people stood alone at the beginning of the world and started humanity, and started a thing as basic as tool making, as basic as making a bucket, a basket, as basic as learning how to use fire, how to bring down animals. Started all of this in the area to the south. When we look at and visualize a map of Africa, you have to visualize the Nile River and realize that that river is like the womb of a woman. And out of this womb came a series of children. Let us not call it civilization. White people have so misused the word civilization until the word has lost its meaning. Let us call it a culture. Came a series of cultures that developed and moved down that river, a great cultural highway, to establish a way of life and to create a way of life, religions and history that is going to be so rich that mankind will steal from them from then on. And the rape of the culture of that river would change the world for all times to come. Now, when a people are lost from their cultural moorings, living in another people's country, or living in a country ruled over by another people, worshiping a God chosen for them by another people, worshiping a God that don't look like them, wearing clothes not of their design, living in a culture that don't belong to them. They live with warped souls and a lack of meaning. This summer in West Africa, I had to remind some of the people with me, so you have been here 2 weeks now. You haven't seen any children fighting. You haven't heard anybody call anybody a bitch. You haven't heard the word ML all the time you've been here. You haven't seen friction among people. And this is because these Africans are in the cultural incubator that created them. In the United States, you are in conflict. You are in conflict, and the people that brought you here are in conflict. Because this container does not fit your soul. It does not fit the soul of the ones who brought you here. It does not fit your soul. You will never be at peace in an alien land where you must compete for everything. You must compete for your bread, must compete for your apartment, must compete for your man, must compete for your woman, compete for your water, everything. You've got to compete with somebody for. Nothing comes automatic. Nothing is built into the culture itself. You came out of a culture where certain things are assured by virtue of coming out of the culture. And you didn't have to fight for them. Because if you obey the laws that govern the culture, the material resources of the culture, based on your need, came to you automatically. These were things of a socialist nature that existed in a culture not only before Karl Marx was born, but before Europe was born.
Peace, peace. What's happening, family? I thought, I thought that would be a good introduction to the topic at hand. What's up? What's up? What's up? The link should be posted for everybody. I do thank everybody for, stepping by. Y'all see the shirt? It all coordinates. The topic, the points, it all coordinates. If you can't see it, that's Angela Davis, Fred Hampton, Khalid Muhammad, and Asada Shakur. Anybody want to jump in, you can, but I'm gonna get straight to it. I've been seeing a lot of shit lately, man. I've been seeing a lot of things lately on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of channels. I'll just say channels because I don't want to bring up nobody's names because they're not that important to me. But a lot of different channels have been going back and forth and bickering like broads over the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? Over the dumbest shit. You got a group of motherfuckers over here arguing just the stupidest shit. You said my name, you called me a bitch, you said I ain't a man. Stupid ass shit over here. Then you got a group of motherfuckers over here arguing about how one of them is conducting their YouTube channel, how it's fake, and how it ain't gonna last like this and that. You got YouTube channels bickering just over the dumbest shit. And I'm a person who studies people. Like I'm that guy at the bar or the club that's standing in the corner watching everybody. That's just who I am. And so I watch. I sit back and I watch. Sometimes I might speak on it. Sometimes I might not say shit. A lot of times I don't say shit. I just sit back and laugh, right? Because as a viewer, as a subscriber, as a viewer, that's what we do. We laugh at it. We egg it on. Some of us egg it on. Some of us just laugh at it. Some of us contribute to it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's me. I'm sitting back watching and listening and laughing and just noticing things, right? And the common factor with every channel I'm talking about, this chair I need a new chair, y'all, my bad. But the common factor in everything is it's all black men. And it baffles me. There's no woman. It's all black men. Bickering like broads. Now I do, without saying names, I do have to give credit to one particular channel that I seen almost get pulled into it, but the man was smart enough to understand what was going on and stepped away. So I do want to give that credit. But that's the main thing I'm seeing. It is all these channels are bickering back and forth about the stupidest shit. The stupidest shit. Talk about I'm going to expose you and da da da. And the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking like this is something that this ain't for the women. I use my words purposefully, but they act like bitches. They do act like bitches. I'm gonna expose you. Oh da da da. You said my name. You said I'm not a man. And it's crazy to me that our black men it's crazy that our black men would voluntarily, maybe ignorantly, but voluntarily expose themselves and promote themselves in such a manner. It just baffles me, man. Now, that's the reason that I played the elder teacher, John Henry Clark, because he made specific points that I've said before a long time ago, before I witnessed the YouTube fuckery a long time ago. I've argued with people about it. Is we're under a foreign culture, quote unquote, black folks in this landmass. I've said this, don't have a true culture, a founded culture. We are under a different culture. We're under different, under different understandings, overstandings. So if you listen to the elder, he said the same fucking thing, right? He also said that, and this goes without being said in my opinion, is most of us, pretty much majority of us, have been raised in a foreign understanding of self, a foreign understanding of everything outwardly as well. So we're going to see the conflict. We're going to see the crab in a barrel mentality. We're going to see the self-hate being reflected outwardly. We're going to see this. I understand this. But it still baffles me because these are adult males, black males, quote unquote, black males, acting like bitches. I'm going to expose you. Fuck you. I'm going to see you. I really ain't going to see you. You said my name in the live stream, so I'm going to make a whole live stream about you. Nigga, what? This is something bitches do, man. This is something bitches do. Bitches bicker back and forth. Bitches argue with each other. That's not something men should be doing. And we definitely should not be promoting that as black men. This is fucking crazy. So we took the self-hate, the ignorance of self, away from the beef in the streets where we was doing it anyway, promoting that to everybody, and then get mad when they say we do this shit, right? Doesn't make sense. But okay, it's cool. That's what you want to do. And I'm not saying one specific channel, two specific channels. It's a multiple event, right? There's a what's the word? What's the word I can use? There's a popular channel or a popular YouTuber that everybody's talking about. And that's what I'm saying. These are the little points I'm trying to make right here. And I'll put it like this. He's an ex-hooper, right? Very simple, very simple. But everybody's talking. Everybody's trying to get attention, likes, and subscribers off of this man's name, off of this man's face. They got him in the thumb. Everybody's doing it. And the only reason he's popular right now is because of conflict. Because of dumb shit. Dumb shit. And the person he's mainly going at is known for conflict. He's known for fuckery. And we're just going to keep promoting fuckery. Every day it's another stream about fuckery. Every day it's a different YouTuber using that same content, the same person's face, everything about what he got going on to get likes and subs and views on his channel. That's why I'm not saying names about nobody. I don't, it's not necessary. But I'm just looking and studying and watching. And you got grown-ass men for millions and millions of people to watch and egg on. You got to remember, we're egging it on as subscribers and viewers. We egg it on. And the people who jump on these panels egg it on and add to the fuckery because, everybody needs a little bit of clout. Everybody needs a name. Everybody needs to be seen and heard. Or that's what it seems. You see what I'm saying? And I'm watching these men say, yeah, I really don't care. I want the attention. I want the clout. I need those subs. I need those views. Yes, bring them to me because he's getting at least 9,000 people to watch. And he's making money off of the streams all day. And it's fuckery. So let me just say, put his name in a tag, put his face, whoever it may be. That's the thing, whoever it may be, because there's multiple channels doing this stupid shit. And it's not just with this one YouTuber. It's multiple black men acting like broads. There's one channel I follow, I watch, and I don't follow anybody, but there's one channel I watch, and he almost got into some fuckery, but he's sharp. And see, this is the type of people I subscribe to. Sharp motherfucker, man. He's a sharp man. And he knew to play. He seen to play. He got about to play. He realized to play. He even broke down the same type of shit that I'm speaking on, kind of. It's like, listen, I'm not going to... My mind doesn't operate that way. You know, the cloth that I'm from, it doesn't even make sense for me to use ignorance to promote myself. But for the views, the subs, for the drama, remember, energy vampires exist. This is why I make videos on energy vampires for shit like this. You got energy vampires really out here with a power of a platform, using the platform to suck these zombies dry, and it's baffling me. Because then we'll excuse it, or we'll talk down on something else or someone else. But we'll excuse ourselves from contributing to fuckery. This shit is crazy to me. This shit is crazy to me. And I'm all over the YouTube streets. They need to mind their business. It's very simple. It's very simple. You said my name, you said I was a bitch. I'm gonna make a whole live stream about you. Okay, that's on you. Now, you're gonna say a bunch of stupid shit in that YouTube stream. And this is how, not me, but this is how it goes. So I'm gonna do a whole one about you. Or, so you see, there's options, right? You always have options. Or you could just be like, go ahead and keep pushing. See how simple this is? But it's just this new, man, I got to. It's the man of today got too much bitch in his blood. Has too much bitch in his blood. Because after I do it, and I'm putting myself in that position, after I make a live stream rebuttaling you, I'm going to have my own reason to do it, and you can't tell me shit. Because it's called an excuse. That's what it's called. It's called an excuse. So you're going to make a stream about me. Cool. You're going to say I ain't shit. I don't, all my shoes is dusty and busted. Whatever else you want to, right? And so the ego in me, the reactionary bitch in my blood, is going to make me do a live about you or do a quick video, edit it up, whatever. I'm going to rebut you. Like, that's going to do something. This is the internet. As soon as I make my video and you see my video, all you got to do is make another video. And now we're just going to keep going. And this is why I started my live stream with the elder, expressing beautifully, actually, how we are under a foreign hypnosis. And I've spoken on this a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? A foreign hypnosis, a foreign understanding of self. Yeah, I know. I know, Sugar Girl. Absolutely. Absolutely. I dig all that. But that's an excuse on the black man as well. You always have choices. You always have a choice. I can't say because of media, because of religion, because of politics, because of education, because of internet, that because of all these strategic war tactics are being played on me, that I have to be or have to present myself as a bitch. This is what I'm saying. I have the same channels. I listen to the same music. I've been in the same environments. All this. And I didn't say, I'm going to just have some bitch assness about me. I made a choice. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no excuse is pretty much my point. Ain't no excuse. You can choose when you sleep. You can choose when you turn off a motherfucker. You can turn the TV off. You could not subscribe to these people. You could choose to not give a fuck about what another motherfucker got to say. So many things we can do. Instead, we excuse it. We excuse it. That's what we do. Well, the reason I did this is because he said something about me, so I had to. You had to? You had to. You had to? Well, I gotta represent for myself, right? I can't let nobody say nothing about me. Da, da, da. If I can get you to react to my actions, anything I say or do against you, we'll say, because we're talking the internet. If I can manipulate you enough to get you to react how I need you to and want you to, I already won. A lot of wars are won mentally before they get to a physical situation. I don't think many people realize that other than the wise ones and the ones who just know better. You know what I'm saying? I want to give credit where credit is due and all that. Well, he said, my mom ain't shit and my sister got 6 feet. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. What? Shit don't make no sense. Excuses. Motherfuckers is full of excuses. That's how you make up for the fuckery you do. This is what bitch assness is about. I'm gonna do some dumb shit. I'm gonna say some dumb shit. I'm gonna be a dumbass, and then I'll have a reason for it. And you can't tell me nothing because I'm allowed to be. You damn right. I don't listen. You could be You could be whatever you want to be. I don't need you to tell me why because I don't give a fuck. You've made a decision to be this way, to react in this manner, to allow me to fuck with you like this. I don't need your reasoning. It's done. You did it. What the fuck is we talking for? But you cannot think that everybody is retarded in your chat rooms or in your family. Not everybody's a dumbass, and not everybody's a zombie who's gonna just laugh and be like, "Oh, well, it's funny to me. That's why I be just contributing to the fuckery." Just stop. I can't promote these motherfuckers. I don't get paid. This is all I really wanted to talk about, man. This is just really. I need motherfuckers to open their eyes up. I need these grown ass black men who are acting like broads right now to realize this shit. It's real simple. Guess what? If you gonna see the motherfucker, you gonna see the motherfucker. If you ain't gonna see the motherfucker, you ain't gonna see the motherfucker. It's this simple. But as far as the internet's concerned, it's real easy to handle. Just don't. It's like real life. You just don't pay it no mind. You don't feed the machine. It makes sense. And then when the machine, oh man, it's so simple. It's so simple. How is niggas so stuck up? This is elementary game. This is elementary understanding. Well, you can't avoid everything, man. Well, then when you see him is when you see him. Fuck, what are we doing here? You see him off camera again. Nobody will ever know. Just handle it. But don't do it online. Remember who you are as a black man. This is why I played the elder. Once again, this is why I played the elder. Naturally, we should, and I know education is trash, but I know y'all know better. Black man and woman come from greatness, are greatness, always have been. But I can't call you king. I can't call you queen if you're not up to par. You could be a grown-ass kid. You see what I'm saying? You could be a mental midget. I'm supposed to call you a king. I'm supposed to call you a queen. How? For what? Why? To make you feel good? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why your platform is so toxic. It's crazy. I respect the channels that you see me on, pretty much. That's just that simple. You know, I've watched channels almost get into it, but not. I respected that more. Like, I don't give a fuck what you bitching about amongst each other as men. In real life, I wouldn't argue with no man. We're going to have an exchange of words. It's going to be summarized in those little bit of words what the next situation is. I am not arguing with no man. As a man, that makes no sense. We are men. Act like it. He said, I don't care. She said, I still don't care. Well, he made a whole video. I still don't care. If you choose to believe whatever this motherfucker's saying, more power to you. I'm not here to make you believe me. Everything I present to you guys, I always say, go check it out. Make sure I ain't bullshitting you. Because it was recommended to me that way. You always fact check a motherfucker. So, and I do mostly presentations and information on here. So I usually try to tell you, go look it up. You don't believe me, go check it out for yourself. Well, he made 2 videos about you. That's dope. You going over there? Yeah, go over there. If you believe it and you want to contribute to it, go ahead. The people over here are not fucking with that type of energy. So you go ahead. I wish the best to you in real life, because you just might be falling for the old okie doke, foreign understanding, foreign culture, foreign teaching. I get it all. I get it all. And I do appreciate everybody in the building. I wanted to get straight to my point. I didn't want to do too much side talking because black men, y'all wild. Simply put and respectively put, y'all are looking crazy right now. Maybe that's what you want, because I understand everybody has a role to play. Everybody is a character within themselves, and that's your role. But damn. I'm noticing, though, what I will say, I am noticing that, like I said at the beginning, damn near at the beginning of this video, I have to give credit, because there are channels, there are men who almost got pulled into it, which is natural. I'm not even saying that in a negative context. I've seen channels, and these are all black men, who almost got pulled into the rope-a-dope, but was smart enough to understand the play. So once again, to those channels, and don't put on the shoe if it don't fit. Don't be a bitch like that. It's only a few of y'all. So to those channels, I respect that, man. I don't care what you're bickering about. The fact that you're even doing that is wild to me. So stop. Just stop. Just stop. Or keep going. I mean, I got to put some pain where it ain't, as a wise P once said. Peace. What's up, Martin? It's wild. The fact that I'm, and the main thing, oh man, I've never seen so many black men on the internet act like bitches at once. Not randomly, just at once. At once. He talk about him, he talk about him because of him, and him over here just said something, so we at him too, and he just, it's like, yep. Respect to the ones who stay in their motherfucking lane. Respect to y'all who stay in your lane. Respect to those who stay in their lane. Can't nobody fuck with you in your own lane. This, you see what I'm saying? Sugar girl.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh,
Man.
there we go. I hear you, Queen.
All praise to the Most High. Salute to you, King, and
Peace,
salute to
Queen.
the chat. Man, this topic right here, this topic right here, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what's going on
It's in the water.
in this world. It somewhere, I don't know what's going on with this world today. This ain't the kind of man that I know. I mean, that I grew up with. My daddy ain't this kind of man, and I can't relate.
It's wild, man.
That ain't what I grew up with. That's not what I saw, and
It's wild.
it's like it's just becoming more and more acceptable. It's just like I don't understand it. I feel like for real caught up in the matrix. I'm for real. There's so much going on in this world right now, and so many people doing some weird, and I don't even cuss, but they doing some weird s in this world.
Right. You see that? That's funny.
But
You said matrix. Matrix means womb, vagina, womb. So it all ties in. They acted like bras.
they acted, but that, like I said before, that has been the plan allow them, to give them a platform to, say, hey, let's be more feminine. At least that's how it seems to me. I'm not
Right,
trying
right.
to talk about nobody because, I got family too. So
Mm.
I'm just saying
It ain't
it
normal.
don't
That's
make no sense no more.
right,
It's not. And then we are our own worst enemy. We can we can talk about this stuff till we blue in the face. We
right,
are not gonna come together to do. We ain't gonna even come together to. I. It's always gonna be one in the crowd.
right, right.
It's always gonna be one in the crowd. So I just really wish that we as a whole, myself included, that we could all at some point get on one
Mm.
page with each other as a race, as a human race. Because everybody else do it.
Yeah,
Everybody else do it. Every other race, I don't care who it is. If you in a plant and it's a whole group of Hispanic, if one of them get upset, the whole group gonna walk out of there. So I mean, we just not gonna get together to do anything. We're gonna always try to undermine each other.
what's up on that?
Peace, God. Peace, God. This how y'all
Peace,
doing?
God. Peace.
Salute
Go
you.
ahead,
Appreciate you
sis.
tapping
Go
in.
ahead. Finish doing your thing.
Appreciate you tapping
No,
in. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know what to say. I'm just confused, and I see the problem, and I just want to be a part of the solution. And trying
Absolutely.
to figure that out. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do, but whatever I need to do, I'm willing to do it. So I
I
just
would.
want to be productive in this thing. So,
I'm gonna leave this to. I stand on that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Bet. Um. Yeah. In my opinion, from what I noticed, like we got a heavy identity lack. We got a heavy lack of identity and knowledge itself. Like we don't. How could we know how not to respond emotionally if we don't even know the shit that trigger us? You know, like
okay.
a lot of times we don't know the stuff that trigger us. So you like I see exactly like what you and King Oz were saying. Like I see it a lot. We all see it a lot on a day-to-day basis with people in our communities, in our environments, on YouTube, on Instagram, like just on all different what's the name, but I would say it's more prevalent being that the circumstances we under right now.
Right.
So we see it a lot playing out more on like social media, YouTube more so. We see it
Right.
playing out like every day. And like yeah, a lot of us yeah, we gotta start like knowing who we are. I would say like that's one of the first steps. Like you gotta know who you are, what gets your gears going,
Yeah.
and what stopped them motherfuckers, you know? Because if
Uh,
not,
Right.
you ain't gonna know where you going.
Right about that.
to build on that, sugar girl, you said what could you do, or you thinking about what you could do, and this is something that I believe, in my opinion, of course, women gotta check this shit in. Y'all gotta check this shit in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The woman's not the backbone. That's unfair to the black woman. She's right on the side of us. We gotta have our own backbone. But everything a man does, it don't matter. As long as he's, straight, everything a man does is for the woman. Everything. Every single thing. So when you see us acting out of our position as men, you gotta check it in. So that's just an opinion. But I know it'll work. Of course I know it'll work. But I don't want to tell you what to do. If a woman checked this shit in, it was like, hey, y'all acting like broads right now. You might get in their feelings. Of course they get to see they acting like broads in the first place. But check that shit in, because if it comes from a man, it's going to be either confrontation or I'm just not listening to you because you're a
Yup.
man. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a word of advice for all the ladies. If you see your man acting out of his position, check that nigga, man.
Right. I
Respectfully,
understand.
respectfully.
Right,
Don't,
respectfully.
don't just be like you in here acting like a bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, hold on real quick. I'm about to take a call.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I'm saying, Ra. You know, you feel me though? Because if I expect my woman to be in her position, and automatically, as a woman in her position, you gonna put your man in his position, and vice versa. It's a team effort, even if that ain't your man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, that's not how men move. If you got a problem with that nigga, talk to that nigga as a man. See, the thing is, we display our shit to the world, and they get mad when the world criticizes it. We can't do that. We're our own enemy in that perspective. Do our shit in within our community. That's how we're supposed to do business within our own. We're supposed to operate to not put it on display for the world. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying, Rob. That's all I'm saying, girl. You know, I totally agree and fuck respectfully. Go hard on him and explain what he's doing. That's bitch, man. As long as she check the nigga in, when that's what we need the woman to be like, hey, no, as a woman, I'm not doing this, and this is not what I expect from my man. That's crazy.
You're right, but we, as women, we have to accept our role in this too. You
Right,
know,
right.
we have enabled.
Yep.
You know, you you put up with a person that you're in a relationship. He done the most. But if you go to a restaurant or something, or if you go to a store and they violate you in any way, you got something to say. We gotta start, like you said, we gotta start speaking up.
That's it.
Or, when you know it's wrong, don't just be laying up with somebody you know they ain't doing right, you know they ain't moving right, or they
Mm,
doing some suspect. I mean, not suspect in that
I
way,
get
but
what you're
I mean
saying, though.
that behavior,
Right.
that you just say. I don't cuss, but I'm just saying,
No, I
we don't check them, and we give them passes, and we let them
right.
get away with it. We have to check ourselves as well. As females, we got to check ourselves. So that's why I say it's affecting us as a whole, because our babies are suffering right now because they are getting sick.
Absolutely.
They just, and I mean, it's like the kids out there in the streets, and we just done start doing everything. I mean, what do our kids have to look up to? What do you know?
Us.
You
That's
got to
the
start
thing.
with us as
Us.
the adults,
Us.
as the males and the females that create these kids. It's up to us. I mean,
Yep.
my daddy was not that kind of example for his kids. So
Mm.
you got to think about how you looking in front of your kids, how you live,
That's it.
what your kids gonna see, what you make, what you create. Are you create men, women, king, queens?
Yeah.
Or you just creating somebody with this shiesty attitude like you got?
Now see, I'm talking to somebody in the comments. Hold up. Kids don't care about adult opinions these days. Have you seen how my kids
They
in my
don't.
relationship is? That's bullshit. You see my kids and my relationship with my kids is
That's because your kids been raised.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just making a comment where I need a comment
Right.
at. Kids don't care about adult opinions. That's wrong. My kids appreciate the relationship because I appreciate the relationship.
Right.
The parent, like the queen said, it starts with the parents, the adults, the first examples. How do you talk to your kids? How do you talk around your kids? How do you talk about
Right.
what? See, these things count. Of course, as everybody in this chat knows, and everybody on this panel, everybody knows, all gonna make a mistake as young adults. That's gonna happen. But it's how it's what food for thought have you given your kids? You feel what I'm saying? Do your kids know not to fuck with the badass kids, or do they see that as intriguing? You got to put the right food for thought.
Are
You got
you
to let them know it's okay to be intrigued by it. We can't shun them.
are you
We got to just mold
effectively
them.
are you effectively communicating with them, pouring
Right.
into them, feeding them, nurturing them, or are you showing them that as a man you're gonna do this arguing, this feminine behavior, or as a female, are you because we have our place in the home too. We can be a little what's the word I want to say? Our mouths, what we say at home, and our attitudes at home as females can dictate the whole situation. Your house can be either calm and you know together, or everybody can be on the edge of yelling at each other.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All
what you
this
putting out
matters.
there? What you putting in your kids? What you putting out
Look,
there? So,
this the thing, and this is another thing I want to build on top of that. There's a lot of men who say, "Well, my daddy wasn't there, so I ain't know how to do this and that." To sometimes, now listen, I gotta put some pain where it ain't. Like a wise P once said, to some degree, I can agree with that. But my dad was not around, and he taught me a lot by not being here. He taught me exactly the importance of being in my children's lives was. So that's another. There are no excuses. I'm saying no excuses. By him not being here, I was taught the importance of a father figure. So I appreciate my role. This is what I'm saying. I appreciate my role as a father. That's why my relationship with my kids not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Perfection means death. But I'm trying, and I took the jewels he gave by not being around. There are no excuses for raising a bunch of females. And this is what I said a lot. I might get in trouble for this, but it's cool. We're in the era of bitch niggas and bull dykes. This is what I'm saying.
there you go.
Hear what I'm
That's
saying?
it. That's where we at. That's where we are. And
And
they
it's like,
try.
okay,
It's just make this acceptable. Just make this shit acceptable. Like
make it
just
acceptable.
go ahead and accept this, because it's like this is how it's supposed to be. No, no,
Absolutely,
that ain't
Velvet.
it.
When we come together, it creates mountains. When we divide, exactly, it ruptures. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I know if these grown black men on here promoting themselves in this manner, which is crazy to me, still doesn't matter. It's always gonna be crazy. I know that they have common sense. I know they have common sense. Most of these,
You do?
pe-
You do know that?
I know that because I know they probably not
Okay.
argue with random people in the streets for no reason. Just by that alone, if you're not willing to argue back and forth with somebody in real life, why would you do it on internet? Then you need that attention.
Because you on the internet and you got
Exactly.
keyboard courage and you feel like you got the screen and all the stuff. You can just type what you want to and it's gonna be all right.
See,
It's just how it is.
that's what I
That's how
call
we
bitch
work.
asses.
That's how we operate. It's just keyboard courage.
I wouldn't do none of it. There's channels I'll be sitting, you'd never hear say nothing. There's other channels you'll see me in there and I'm dropping gems. You feel what I'm talking about? It's because I understand there's a time and place for everything. And when I watch channels, I watch how they go over each other because everybody's on StreamYard talking over each other. And I'm just watching the display of lack of emotional discipline. And they might have a good conversation, but the fact that they have to get the shit off, I'm just watching them. They have to say what they gotta say. They gotta get it out before the next person. They gotta talk over people. It turns into an argument, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just watching. It's like, I know the internet is one hell of a drug, but it's bigger than just the internet addiction. Like, you got this, that shit feeds the ego. Now I'm starting to get addicted to our ego, our facades, our fallacies. We're starting to get addicted to the ideas of them, and I can't stand it because I just can't stand it. You know what I'm saying?
I go to the
That's
channels
crazy.
where I can get something out of it. My name is
Right.
distinct and you can see me, you know when I'm in the building. But if you see me interacting, then it's got to be something for real. You're gonna be able to get something out of it, because I don't entertain the dumb stuff.
Absolutely.
I
It
can't
does.
even
It does.
get that. I can't even get into that. I don't even listen when I tune in and I hear it's gonna be some dumb stuff.
I'm
I'm
out.
gone.
Look, I'm right there with you.
I'm
We
gone.
out.
But if I'm somewhere, you're gonna see me in the chat and you might hear my voice. But
Right. See, that's dope. Sugar Girl, look for Sugar Girl Talks. I can wait. How's that coming?
it's coming. Like I said, I have several irons in the fire, and one I'm trying to get up off the ground first.
Dig that.
And I've been very busy. I have family that I care for, so it's hard to put it in, but I just make me a list, and I'm like, I got to do at least 3 things for myself and for my channel, my business, something today for me.
There we
It's
go.
hard to fit it in, but I've been working on it, and I feel like, there's so much that I don't know because I don't know a lot about computers, but I'm so proud of myself. But I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. You will see me more often. I'm working on getting my name out there and
That's
being
it.
heard, putting my voice out there. I feel like maybe that's how I can contribute, is at least, you know, share my opinions and my thoughts, and maybe somebody can
Absolutely.
hear it, and maybe, you know,
You
maybe it
see,
may help them.
like you said, it's how we talk, our tones, the words we use. You know, uh, I seen a live stream. It was a female content creator, and she played the role of a man. Her mouth was out of pocket. You know, her everything was out of pocket, and her message wasn't clear. But when you speak, like you said, with the proper tones, your understanding of what you say, Sugar Girl talks, especially. You see what I'm saying? Your voice and your message come out beautifully because when you come on here, you speak beautifully. So I can't wait. You know, I'm always ask about it.
It's
Oh,
coming. It's coming. You may see me in other areas. You may see that Sugar Girl name. It's
yeah.
me. I'm working on some other stuff, and you'll see my name pop up attached to other things, but it's me.
You see what Rock Andrews said? She said, "Just go on and talk your talk." That's
I
right.
I am. I'm working. Like I said, I'm a work in progress because I don't want to just come up and give the people some bull. I
Right.
want to actually, make sure I put my all into this because I really want my people to do good. I want my people to do better.
That's
And
it. That's
anything that I know, any information that I have that I can share, and once I learn what I'm learning right now, best believe I'm going to be sharing it with my people because I
there
want
we
my
go.
people to grow, and I want to see us prosper because we've been on the bottom for too long. We've been on the bottom for too long. We just we just when everybody lines up, we on the end, and I'm just tired of us being on the end because we are really the bomb, and we're great at everything we do. We just
Man,
got to learn how to come together and do it
man.
together with each other, and you know, not hate on each other. The hate is so real for
Yes,
my
yes.
for each other, for us as a group of black. We hate each other
Because we hate ourselves.
just as bad as other people, other races hate us. We hate us just as bad, and I don't like that. And, I
Right.
just want to, share however we can, whatever I can share to help us to just be a better group of people.
That's it.
Cause I love my people.
And while we're at this moment, I want to do because we're doing better than we might think. It's just not
Hmm.
promoted as much as the negative. We're doing amazing things all around the world, all around the world, and
Man,
all till this day. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't get
Hmm.
promoted as much. So I do want to give a
It
shout
don't.
out to, and then the ones who don't get that recognition because we see you. You know that contributes
Hmm.
in part to the mentality, the mind state. We're promoted the negative more so. We have a lot of negative energy to feed on. So sometimes we just got to shout out the positive side, man. Because it ain't just every black man. I'm personally talking about just like about you motherfuckers out there. To keep it a bean, you know what I'm saying? But absolutely, you got anything to say on that? Stand on TV. I stand on that TV. Excuse
yeah, I mean, I guess, well, not I guess, but like more, we need more, uh, like more accountability. And
me. Yeah.
I know we say this all the time because I hear you saying it all the time. But
Hmm.
yeah, we need more accountability. We need more people to support holding people accountable instead of always feeling like somebody hating on them or some shit. Because it's like, man, look. if me and if we disagree on something, or I see something a different way, like I don't hate you. It's not that
Right.
deep. It's not like,
Right.
oh, I don't fuck with you now. Like, nah, that's weak.
You were taught wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. You was taught wrong, because I know for sure I was taught wrong, because that's the kind of infrastructure that I used to come up under, and the kind of behavior I used to participate in.
Dig that.
Like, oh, you ain't fucking with my boy, with then I don't fuck with you then, or whatever the case may be. And like that shit, it's weak, especially when we talking about like traits of a man, traits of a woman, and true God energy, and true goddess energy, and like just real alpha behaviors, whether
Yeah.
you an alpha woman or an alpha female. I mean, I said the same thing. An
But
alpha
we dig
man
it
or an
though.
alpha woman.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, it's, yeah, like we gotta put more. It gotta be content behind it. I mean, context behind this stuff, man. We can't just like keep just wandering.
Makes sense.
That's all we doing, just wandering around.
I say it all the time. We in zombie land. I say it all the time. We in zombie land. You know what I'm
Think
saying? I feel like we're so dope to pick off what Sugar Girl said earlier. We're so dope. I think that's
too
what
dark.
baffles me so much. That you're so dope and you pretty much have amnesia of it. It's not even forgot, because you can remember something you forgot. It's like amnesia gets you out or something. You're so, and I know it, and I see so much potential in the black man on the planet. It's always been here, promoted here. All you got to do is understand what I stand on that said. Just because we have a difference does not make us enemies. That makes the conversation better.
Right.
I don't need a bunch of yes men. I don't need a bunch of people who just agree. No, it's okay to disagree. That makes the conversation more in depth. Now the knowledge, the wisdom being displayed, and now we have an understanding. Damn, I've never been able to agree to disagree. Well, this is how you do it. Or aggressive. Absolutely, Dr. I agree. He said some folks misunderstand alpha energy for aggressive emotional reactivity. Absolutely. Reaction,
Gee,
emotional.
that was heavy. That was a bomb right there.
Absolutely, man. And that's what media, religion, politics, social structure, everything plays on the emotion. Everything. Which plays on the mental, but it's an emotional strategy. It's an emotional attack, you know. And so we're so just displaced, man. Stop being so these are the simple things, man. Learn how to discipline yourself enough mentally and emotionally. It's okay to naturally react to something, but it's not okay to continue to react in that same manner if it's not beneficial or productive. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. I don't know. I see shit in a simple fashion. Go ahead, I stand on that.
Yeah, and to tap in, like, to add to what you were saying earlier about like, it's gonna take for a very important piece is like our women
Mm,
standing up and like calling this shit out, calling this
absolutely.
behavior out. Because like you said, we a lot of things, if not damn near everything we do is for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everything.
okay, well, because I really can't think of nothing that we don't. So
Exactly. We
so
get
yeah,
dressed for a woman. You look at her, they get all spiffy and showcase their clothes and shit for the female. We do everything for the woman. It's natural. Except for being
right,
a man. That's crazy.
right. So with that being said, like a woman's opinion, like contrary to what men may admit to, but like a woman's opinion is very valid to you.
If you're a man, absolutely.
So if the okay, let me say this.
Take your time,
I've
God.
witnessed I've witnessed women witness bitch assness in men, and don't say nothing.
I have to.
keep
Oh
coming
man.
to tune in.
Yep.
But then on the back end, will say what you know
I know.
what they gripes about men and the things that they don't respect about men when those very things contribute to the behavior of no change or elevation in that realm.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
No
Exactly.
excuses. No coming. I don't want to hear the reasons why or nothing.
Just stroking their ego. That's why I said it's not all on the men. It's us too. It's us women too. We
Mm-hmm.
have not taken our place and our position. And when you out of order, it's just all out of order.
That's
Because
it.
we have a role to play as well. I mean, you can have um you can have the best man in the world. He could be good by himself, but if he's with the right woman, the potentials that he can reach, you know, you got to be able to line up yourself as a female first.
Man.
That's just how I look at it. I can't put all the blame on the man and
Hell
say it's
no.
all his fault. I cannot do that. I
Hell no.
cannot say it's all the man's fault, because if you are truly walking in what you're supposed to be, and lining up with where you're supposed to be as a woman, whatever a man gives you, you can take it and make it better. He can go to
Absolutely.
work and come home and bring groceries, and you can make it a meal.
Mm-hmm.
He can go out, find a house for his family, but you, the woman, you make it a home.
Well put.
He comes home, he lays down with you, you are intimate, and the you create a beautiful child from that. So what it's on us as the females. We hold the key as the females. You can help them if they're willing to be helped, but you got to be lined up yourself as a female.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out here checking these men like, oh, they ain't this and they ain't that. No, ma'am. Where you falling this at?
Oh
And that's
man.
just
Are you gonna kill him when you come? Oh my goodness. I thought it was just like that. I'm listening. Just keep going.
That's what need to be said though.
Sugar girl. I love it, Quinn, and that was absolutely right. I dig that, man. We gonna get it together. We ain't gonna support you bitch ass, YouTubers. That's what I'll
right.
say. I'll just say it like that. We're not gonna support you, and that goes to any aspect of toxic actions within our community. That's the best way to
And
cut
that's
it out.
crazy. That's crazy. That's how I even got into this circle. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to Trigger Man, was
Mm-hmm.
because of some foul behavior on a male's behalf. I'm like, how did what? And I just couldn't support no more.
Dig
I was
that.
done at that point. When I saw that happen, I was like, how do you do that
Right,
to
right.
another person? Not another man, but how do you do that to another person? This is YouTube. I'm done. I'm through. I'm gone. I don't have to hear anything else. I don't want to hear nothing else you talking about, because you're not finna tell me nothing.
That's it.
So that's just how I got into this circle, this very topic right here.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and
You motherfuckers
men
is
having men having keyboard courage, thinking that that's not it's trying to expose somebody. Okay, whatever. I don't want to
right.
talk about it.
You see how exactly it get to that? Whatever. Right, you got it. You got it.
Right.
But Dr. Meredith, I really wish I could see a world where our people ignore judgment, how much we can get done if we stop crossing each other. Yeah, and listen, and
Right.
I was on this a long time ago, and it didn't hit until later on in my life because I used to be a demon. I used to be a demon. But somebody said, if one win, we all win. You just got to understand how that works. It's not a stop being it pretty much stop being selfish for the next man's success. If he wins, he represents us. We won. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
He lays down the blueprint. Just follow the blueprint. Get out of the bitch in your blood and say, I follow his blueprint. It works. Just
Right.
tweak it to your advantage, because what works for him not going to work for you. But the way he did it, tweak it to your advantage. And now you pass that to the next. If one wins, we all win. It's okay. It's okay. If we stop, why do you got to cross him? For what?
Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Whatever I learned, if I can pass it on, I want to win. And
Right.
whatever I learn, I want to pass it on to my people, because I want to see my people prosper.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? I want
simple.
to see them do good. I'm trying to learn so I can help my people.
It's that
You know,
easy.
it's not.
Eh,
We get on, and we want to be on by ourselves. You know, we just want to be the only one that's on. You know, that
Crazy.
ain't how this works. Because when I'm not trying to be funny, but when white people they come as a whole group. When one of them get on, all of them on. Hispanics the same way. Why we do that?
Yep. No, that's for real.
Why we can't do that? I just
We
left from getting my lunch, and I go to this same spot every day, and I watch this whole family. I mean, cousins, everybody work together. They're Hispanics. We just don't, we don't want to help each other. We want to if we get something, we just want it to be for ourselves. No.
Man,
So,
see, listen, a reference. The miseducation of the Negro. This is a reference. In this book, he explains it. I nutshell it all the time. Foreign
you know
culture
real quick. Oh,
led,
okay. That was Carter G. Woodson. I missed that. You was kind of
here,
slow. You
I
was kind of
got you. I got you.
okay.
Say
Yeah,
less.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah, I know about that.
Summing it up, foreign culture, foreign understanding. Crab in the barrel mentality comes from wanting too much to be accepted as top class, if you will. I'm nutshelling. It's a mind manipulation, self manipulation. Now we can't do that with each other. We have to be like others. If I see somebody else do it quicker than me, then I feel some type of way, because I've always felt I ain't shit. It's craziness. Nutshell. Get this book.
Mm-hmm.
Get this book. It's cheap. Y'all buy dumb shit at the store for less, for more than this book. This is like $7, $8. Let's get this book, man. We gonna get it together as long as men can protect men in a respectful manner. No matter the response by the other male, most of the time it's gonna be in a negative fashion. A lot of times I gotta be disciplined and wise enough to understand that might be the reaction I get, but I'm able to speak properly, speak in the right tones, and understand the other perspective. We can check shit in, ladies as well. We definitely gonna listen to you. Like, trust me, trust me. You nag us to death, but we love that shit on the low. We need that shit on the low. We need to hear our woman put us. We need to know our with our woman. So your opinion matters. As men, I'm talking about the men, not these weird motherfuckers nowadays. You know, men who y'all know who shoe fits on this YouTube shit. If you see this, I'm talking. This whole shit been about you. Then you motherfucker, whoever you are, cut it out. You looking crazy. Cut it out. We don't respect that. Men do not argue and bicker and go back and forth and try to expose men. That's weird. That is weird. We used to get slack for exposing females. Oh, she fucked the crew, or I got her. That was never acceptable. So y'all look even ridiculous doing it to each other. It's craziness. Y'all look crazy right now.
that causes my respect level to go down,
That's coming
because
from a woman. You hear
as
that?
a woman, I don't need nothing soft about my. I'm just
Go
saying.
ahead. Yeah,
I
that's
don't need
right.
nothing soft about it. I'm just saying, and I don't need you acting that way.
If
When
I
you speak, I need, I need to be able to hear it when you speak, and really and truly, when you speak as a man, everybody hears it. Whether it's not just talking about male or female, but I
exactly.
can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. That's, that makes my respect go down, way down for me.
You know what? I agree. I agree with Sugar Girl, and I agree with what Ambush.
Oh, you got clicked out. You clicked yourself out. Uh, yeah, and
Hey yo, can y'all hear me?
yeah, you
We
back
hear
now.
you.
Oh shit! StreamYard just cold kicked me off. But I agree with what Sugar Girl said and what Ambush said. He said when you try to reach out to someone, they don't listen pretty much because you're not white, and they think that you will think that you're better than them. Yeah, that's ego. That's ego. That's imposed ego. That's the culture vultures doing its job. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't get mad at the technique being used because I respect the game of war. But at the same time, I absolutely agree with you, Ambush, because there's been times where I gave game to somebody and it wouldn't click in their head until some white boy said it on TV or at work or some shit. And it's like, bro, I told you this shit like 2 weeks ago. This is, oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah, motherfucker, I get it. I get it. The culture vulture is the one, the global role model, if you will, by their standards. The foreigner. I
We
call him the foreigner.
associate. We have been. I'm sorry. We have been trained to associate that with like superiority, like white is right. Like
I laugh
we
at it
not
because
gonna.
this shit is goofy.
It
You
is.
know, I've been dealing with this shit for years. Like this shit should be known by everybody by now. In my head, I know that's
We
unfair, but in my head,
we do that with each other, with our businesses. We rather go.
oh man, don't get me
Like
started on the businesses.
we rather go.
Oh, we got some noise.
I'm sorry about that. I had a call,
Oh, you good? You
but
good?
we rather go to them instead of supporting our own. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I agree. Running businesses, I see who my major supporters
Hold
are.
on.
It's usually somebody outside of my community. I'm gonna let you get it together. I got it.
For
But
sure, it's usually somebody outside the
you know,
community.
that's nicely put. You dig what I'm saying? We hear you though. We hear you though, Sugar Girl. And I noticed that right away. I thought it wasn't gonna be that way. I thought that was just rumors. I'm like, oh shit, this is real. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, when you get in the business for yourself, it's like, okay,
I thought
I
I was
see
gonna
what
be
they was
put on
talking
by my
about.
folks, but oh no, that's not the case. All right, that just means I gotta go harder because it's just not gonna work if I don't. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, for sure. And
You gotta come in, Sugar Girl, but I got you, Queen. We affirm all the shit we know. I know folks attack me if I say white supremacy ain't real. Listen, I've been through that. I've been through that ringer early. I'm saying white people aren't supreme. They saying yes they are, and I better listen. Doctor, check
it
this
ain't
out.
real.
Check this out. I done been in arguments that white supremacy is not real. I have been in full-fledged arguments that black people aren't minority either. Been in I've been in so many arguments around that concept alone. I understand exactly where you're coming from. You can't speak life into black people without sounding like Uncle Tom,
Fact.
a Negro peon, a coon. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it not for the most part, but just in general. You know, majority of people are on got the game down pat, know how to play too. This is what I'm saying. We're promoted so much of the negative perspectives. That's why I always try to shine light on the balance of that, the positive side too. You know, if you ask a group full of black men, any of y'all motherfuckers feel inferior, they might take off on you. It's an idea. It's a manipulation tactic. This is what I'm saying. I do not get mad at the strategies and tactics that are being used upon us because this is a war. I don't get mad at the motherfucking enemy. I respect the enemy. Then defeat the motherfucker though. That's what we gotta
You
do.
know,
We
you got
gotta.
to get on your game.
That's it. That is it. Respect the tactics, but know the strategy. Once you know the strategy, you see where you're flaw at. you'll see that promoting this fuckery as black men to the public eye is not a good move. It's just not a good move, strategically. Just to complain about the situation black folks are in, it makes no sense. See, this is what I'm saying. It makes no sense. And anything that you say to try to, get reason, it's called excuse. Ain't no excuses. You got bitch in your blood. Detox.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start a business. Don't put your name on it. Donnie Arcade featuring Billy Carson. I'm gonna check that out. Donnie Arcade featuring Billy Carson. Okay, I got you. But I'm about to wrap this up. I just wanted to get these facts about here. State these statements. Put some paint where it ain't, as wise people once said. Black men. You know who I'm talking about because you probably will see this or somebody will talk about it. You acting like a bitch out here. You promoting the wrong shit to the world. You gotta understand. You're looking bad now. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all. Salute to the ones who didn't get pulled in. You know who I'm talking about there too. Salute to the ones who didn't get pulled in. But to the ones who you're looking bad. That's all I want to say. I'm about to shake up out of here. You'll see me in somebody else's chat for sure. Talking my shit for sure. I appreciate y'all. I stand on TV. Go check his channel out immediately. He was live today. Go subscribe to Ryder Creator. Sugar Girl Talks coming soon. Ambush Gaming. Who else tapped in? I got a shout out. Somebody. True Life Stories. Thanks for sharing the stream. Go check him out. You want some cool, some deep think type shit, some metaphysical symbolism, philosophical shit. Go check him out. You know what I'm saying? But
I tapped in with brother the other night. It was early morning.
He was talking about
the
land of
morning.
Oz. I think that was the live stream was called The Land of Oz.
I can't remember. I just remember it looked like it was like 2, 3 a.m. and it looked like he was just like chilling, like he was just laying down, just giving game and shit.
Yeah, that's what he do. He just be chilling. That's my dude, man. And he's always smiling. Always smiling, man. That's what I'm saying. Any channel I refer, it's because they got some positive qualities. Shout out to True Life Stories, man. I've been a true fan for a couple years now, and I ain't gonna stop being a true fan. That's me. But I'm gonna play this video one more time because I didn't do it on my interviews. I figured out how to do that shit. Hold up. And then we out of here after this video play, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir. Salute. Peace.
Now, if you understood this, maybe we could free ourselves. We are totally an unobligated people. We don't owe anybody anything anywhere, left or right. Everybody that has come among us have come among us to exploit us, and they have exploited us successfully. Now, let us begin at the beginning, because African people stood alone at the beginning of the world and started humanity, and started a thing as basic as tool making, as basic as making a bucket, a basket, as basic as learning how to use fire, how to bring down animals. Started all of this in the area to the south. When we look at and visualize a map of Africa, you have to visualize the Nile River and realize that that river is like the womb of a woman. And out of this womb came a series of children. Let us not call it civilization. White people have so misused the word civilization until the word has lost its meaning. Let us call it a culture. Came a series of cultures that developed and moved down that river, a great cultural highway, to establish a way of life and to create a way of life, religions and history that is going to be so rich that mankind will steal from them from then on. And the rape of the culture of that river would change the world for all time to come. Now, when a people are lost from their cultural moorings, living in another people's country, or living in a country ruled over by another people, worshiping a God chosen for them by another people, worshiping a God that don't look like them, wearing clothes not of their design, living in a culture that don't belong to them. They live with warped souls and a lack of meaning. This summer in West Africa, I had to remind some of the people with me, so you have been here 2 weeks now. You haven't seen any children fighting. You haven't heard anybody call anybody a bitch. You haven't heard the word ML all the time you've been here. You haven't seen friction among people. And this is because these Africans are in the cultural incubator that created them. In the United States, you are in conflict. You are in conflict, and the people that brought you here are in conflict. Because this container does not fit your soul. It does not fit the soul of the ones who brought you here. It does not fit your soul. You will never be at peace in an alien land where you must compete for everything. You must compete for your bread, must compete for your apartment, must compete for your man, must compete for your woman, compete for your water, everything. You've got to compete with somebody for. Nothing comes automatic. Nothing is built into the culture itself. You came out of a culture where certain things are assured by virtue of coming out of the culture. And you didn't have to fight for them. Because if you obey the laws that govern the culture, the material resources of the culture, based on your need, came to you automatically. These were things of a socialist nature that existed in a culture not only before Karl Marx was born, but before Europe was born.